Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So, today I'm going to be talking about jealousy that I experience in the workplace. So, it's going to be a bit of a story time. So, everybody get comfortable and listen to my little rant story. So, I was working at this clothing store part time, of course, and it wasn't like one of those clothing stores where it was like new clothes like H&M or Forever 21. It was kind of something similar to Plato's Closet, if you guys ever heard of that store. And I remember telling my friends and my family how excited I was to be working there because it was somewhere I was trying to work at for like a year. And like a year later, they finally got back to me in my application. So I was excited to work there because I always wanted to work there. And also that all of my coworkers would be girls. So that probably should have been my first red flag, but you get the point. I was so excited to work there and to be amongst other women, and I thought that it would have been a very positive experience for me, but it happened to be the exact opposite. So, anyways, fast forward to my first day, I felt like all eyes were on me because I'm new, and I noticed that I was the only girl in there who had my hair done and I did my makeup. And, we had a little uniform, but I would tie the shirt up just so it can, like, I guess, be form fitting to my body shape because I just loved showing off my hourglass shape. So, and it wasn't against dress code or anything for anybody, wondering that. It was very professional, very respectful to the company. So, 3 days in, I'm getting along with everybody, really just feeling the place out. And I was liking working there because I had got a good amount of hours my first week. So, I'm getting along with everybody. And one night I was closing and they were like, oh, yeah, you have to meet the manager. So, it was one of those stores where there was multiple managers, but the lady that I hadn't met yet, she didn't come in because she was on vacation. So that following day she was going to be coming in. So I was excited to meet her because I had spoken to her on the phone before and I finally was able to meet her in person. So the next day rolls around and she comes in and I say hello to her, and I don't know what it was, but I had got this overwhelming feeling immediately that this woman doesn't like me. And I was so surprised because she sounded so kind and nice over the phone, but it was like once she finally saw me, she just kind of like gave me a face, and she wasn't really that excited to see me. But I kind of just let it go over my head. I was just thinking, like, okay, well, maybe I'm overthinking things, right? And I just went back on to doing my work like normal. Well, that same lady and another coworker who was really close with her, they both just started being very, very rude to me. And I didn't do anything to these women. Like I said, I just showed up, right? And they just didn't like me off bat. Like I just felt like they were talking about me behind my back, trying to do shady things. And both of them were white, both of them were ugly, and both of them were obese. And I had no idea what I did to cause them to behave this way. It was like they treated me like I was stupid. They would treat me like I didn't know how to do my job. It is not like they said anything blatant. Like they were very sneaky with the stuff that they did. But it's just how I am, is that I can feel energy. And I knew that they were thinking that I was the dumb pretty girl, and I wanted to prove them wrong. Like I was doing whatever I could to prove to them that I'm worthy and that I'm intelligent and that I'm supposed to be at this crappy job, which I should have left, but I just wanted to prove myself to them. So I started overextending myself. I was picking up shifts. I was doing anything extra for them, doing their job for them essentially. And for a little while, they started to like me. So that lasted for a little bit. And I realized that while overextending myself, the work just kept piling on and piling on because they weren't doing their job at all. They were just trying to get me to do it, and it just felt awful. So I remember I once I put my foot down and told them I'm not overextending myself while y'all just sit here and lollygag. No, I didn't say it exactly like that, but I said it in a professional way, a nice way. And of course, because I am beautiful and a black woman, they took that to offense and they started to slightly up the notch on the disrespect. Like literally within 24 hours, the whole workplace was viewing me as the mean girl, and they were making up rumors about me. They were being passive aggressive in front of my face. And it wasn't anything super disrespectful, like something that you would catch immediately if she said it. It was those nice, nasty comments where you would think to yourself, like, wait a minute, what does she mean by that? And for a while, it just had me so stressed out because I wanted to work. I wanted to make money because I'm working at this job that I always wanted to work at. But also, every single day, I'm mad and I'm angry and I'm taking all my emotions out on the people I love because this woman's my manager. And if I pop off at her, she would fire me. So I was stressed. My cortisol was up. I was losing hair. I was consuming a lot of junk. This job completely deteriorated my health in the matter of 3 weeks. Yes, you heard that. 3 weeks. I only worked there 3 weeks and they started treating me like this and I couldn't understand why. So the day that I quit was the day I had got my first check. And I remember looking at that check and thinking to myself, this is not enough money to pay me for what I had to endure here at this job. And of course, when I came in, they were being shady and they didn't say anything, but they were both just giving me this glare, like they just wanted to attack me. And I just thought to myself, like, I can't take this job anymore. I hate it here. The girls are rude and mean, and I just couldn't stand it any longer. So I left and I told them I wouldn't be coming back. And of course, those ugly monsters, they were like smiling in my face when I was upset about the way that they treated me. Like, she literally let out this loud hyena laugh just to let me know, like, yeah, I'm glad that I hurt you. I'm glad that I put you through pain. And like, the whole experience was so embarrassing because I had no idea they were going to do this to me. Like, I was so excited to be working there, but the whole workplace turned against me because they were jealous. And I should have known this because nobody ever complimented my work. Like, even when I was overextending myself, they couldn't even muster up enough courage to say good job. And also, I came in with my hair and makeup done, but nobody ever complimented my hair and makeup. It seemed like the manager, the big lady, she was always complimenting all the other girls who were also big and didn't do their makeup whenever they would do something. But when it came to me, she was always just rude. They put me through a lot, and it was very hard for me to be okay with that because I was just in such a shock that I didn't even know what to do or what to say when all of this happened. So, shortly after this, I wanted to find ways to really recover from that day. So, I was just going on walks and writing and just taking myself out to wherever I wanted to go. And I realized that everywhere I went, there was always somebody telling me that I was beautiful and how I was kind. And there was people offering to like get things for me, and it was just a great time. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I have nothing to be sad about. Like, I go out in the world And I'm treated so kindly by strangers, and people do like me and think I'm amazing. And I live such a beautiful life. And my life is way too beautiful to let an ugly woman with an ugly life come and destroy it. So, with realizing that, it brought me a lot of peace because I know that that lady saw how much love and attention that I got, and she wanted to destroy that because she probably was getting ignored in her life. I know for a fact that probably was what it was, because every single day she complained about her husband. But that's a whole nother story. But I realized, yeah, like some people, when they feel ignored or unimportant, they see somebody who is more important than them and is younger than them, and they want to do whatever they can to knock them down and make sure that they don't move ahead. So, my advice to anybody that's going through anything similar to this, I really recommend that you find a new place of work, because a lot of these women are so miserable that they are out for blood, and they don't stop unless they see that they've hurt your feelings, or they don't stop until you're out of there, and they will do anything to make sure that you feel the way that they feel. And I promise you that the longer you stay, it does not get better. Women like this have no limit, and it just gets worse and worse over time. So, if you are a beautiful woman that is getting bullied in the workplace, please put in your 2 weeks notice or start that job search so that way you can get out of there, or just abruptly leave. They don't even deserve a 2 weeks notice, but not everybody thinks the same. So, yeah, that was my story time for today. And let me know what y'all think in the comments section. And I hope every last one of you have a great and fantastic day.